Hello everyone, and welcome back to Teaching Through COVID. My name is Peyton Bush, and this is week 4, day 10 of Teaching Through COVID. Day 10 with students, starting our third week with them. Again, we start the beginning of the school year with a full week of teacher in-service days, teacher professional development days, and then we officially start the school year a week later with students. Like I said, this was the start of our third technical week with students, our 10th day with kids. Again, on Mondays I only teach in the morning, and then the afternoons I spend reaching out to students, answering questions, discussing things with other teachers if need be, and other meetings that may pop up. So today, September 21st, I have a couple things that I guess I kind of took away from today. We're starting to get into content a little bit, and I can definitely tell the kids are ready for it. They're tired of learning how to navigate everything and all of that. I think with science, they're ready to jump in and start learning science. And so by starting some of that content today, participation was through the roof compared to kind of the end of last week, which was awesome, great to see. Hopefully it's not just an influx of beginning and end of the week things. I hope now that we're kind of getting in the actual swing of things, that participation stays up. It makes things go a lot smoother and a lot quicker when that happens. I guess if nobody participates, you guys kind of know how it is. It's really dry, really stale, a lot of dead weight. Not dead weight, I shouldn't say that. A lot of dead air. Dead weight sounds terrible. That's not what I mean. But it seems to just drag on when participation is low, and so I kind of put that and keep that in mind. I try to create activities and lessons that provoke the kids to think a little bit, kind of share their thoughts a little bit while getting to the concept, to the idea. So I do try my best. It is nice that it is science class, so there is already this kind of already innate curiosity that comes with it. So that does help. Other than that, spent some time though, like I said, getting into our program, introducing our first unit. Mainly did that with the 8th graders. 7th graders, I am still taking some time with them. Making sure all of their logins and passwords are working for the online curriculum. 8th graders, it's less of a problem, and so we were able to really start with Unit 1 today. Weather and climate is what it is. Started really introducing the unit with just kind of phases of matter, review from 7th grade, solid, liquids, and gas, and kind of how that is part of the water cycle and how that is weather and climate. The first trimester, it is a lot of climate conversations. We look at ocean acidity levels, again, climate in certain pockets of the Earth, overall Earth climate, the changing climate of Earth, all of that good stuff. Again, with how the year is kind of started and with COVID and everything, we really started this year as 8th graders with more of our research-based units and not really our hands-on unit. We want to try to save that for the end of the year this year with the possibility and hope that we're able to do a few of those things. And so that's why we're starting with weather and climate. Again, getting that conversation started with kids because it is a big deal right now, especially. It's kind of a scary thought with some conversations that are happening with people in power. So it's just important to educate people on what exactly the difference between weather and climate are, and then again how climate has its own natural course and cycle, but then how us as humans have affected that course and cycle of, I guess, climate and temperature and cycles or amounts of gas in the atmosphere and everything else. Because it does start at a young age, and getting that idea and concept kind of instilled, because even when we're young, we still have an impact on things. We're a little bit more ignorant to the fact of throwing trash away or putting it on the, like just tossing it out the car window, and not completely understanding the impact that that could have. So it's a good time to start because, again, a lot of these kids, they'll be starting to get their driver's permit, start to get jobs, again, becoming a little bit more young adults. So they're able to have a little bit more tough conversations, a lot more honest and open conversations about things. And so that's really nice. I'm excited to kind of go through that and just see how everything goes. Again, first time teaching 8th graders again 2.5 years or so. So I'm excited for the challenge. I'm excited for the fun. Again, I do have a lot of kids I had last year as 7th graders, so that will ease some of my anxiety, as I'm sure it will ease some of theirs. Again, it'll just kind of be exciting to see where everything goes. My 7th graders, we're still getting our feet wet. I do have to take things a little bit slower with them. Even in class, we still struggle with getting logged in and navigating things, and so just being 100% online is now just amplifying all of those challenges and barriers that we kind of face, because sometimes in the summer, email addresses get messed up, passwords get forgotten, and so incoming 7th graders' accounts sometimes get changed, so they don't always have access to everything that they should. So I kind of try to buck that early by getting them to try to log in, to see if I need to contact IT or anybody to get some accounts changed or activated. So that's what we kind of did today with the 7th graders. Again, I'm glad I did it. I had a couple of people that I did have to reach out to IT about, hopefully get their accounts figured out, so whenever we do start content with 7th graders, we don't have too many of those issues. One thing I kind of shared with a colleague is, yeah, I had about 3 or 4 out of my 3 sections say they had issues, but again, I can't see their screens, I can't see what they're doing if their camera's off, so I really don't know how many kids attempted. But for the, I guess, questions and responses I was getting from students, it seemed like a good percent of people were trying to log on, and I mean, we did have a high success rate, so that's always good to see. I have something for them to do at home tomorrow, which will help. It's a guided scavenger hunt with our online curriculum. It just kind of guides them to different locations, helps them, again, learn how to get through it and learn what's in the program itself, so once we start doing things, it's not this foreign application that they've never seen before. Then as a class, when we meet again on Wednesday, we'll go over it. So overall, it's a pretty good day. Again, like I said, participation from 8th graders was up. My 7th graders, they're still nervous. We talked about things this morning. They're still nervous about coming back to class. But they're ready, because next Monday, the 28th, we should be back in the building. That's the plan as of end of last week. We've made that decision to come back the 28th unless there's any drastic changes here in the county with COVID cases. But we will be back in the classroom next Monday. I'm ready for it. I know the kids are mostly ready for it. I just can't wait for that to happen. Just have to get through this last week of online teaching. Not saying that will be the last final week of online teaching, but hopefully for a while it is. Get to create a better relationship with these kids before maybe we get sent back to being online again. I'm ready. I've been excited. I'm just glad everything has started again. I know it's been 3 weeks, but my excitement level is still high. I think it's because I'm still ready to meet these kids in the class, get to know them a little bit. I've watched their flip grids. They're fantastic. I love these kids, man. Their willingness to just jump out, record themselves, I wish I had a little bit more of that in me, but again, future's in good hands. I can't wait to see what we're able to do this year, and then I can't wait to see, like all my students, how they end up in the next year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road. So yeah, again, pretty fantastic day, pretty good day. That's all for 10th day of school. Again, teaching through COVID. I hope all of you are doing well. I hope everything is started well for your school year or whatever it is you are going through at this time. Again, guys, it's always important. Drink your water, wear your mask, be nice to your friends. Take care.